Those cat sounds, right? Welcome to a game of Dota! And we have ourselves a good game going here because we have got ourselves a best out of 3 for GosuCup Asia #4. And this is the 3rd place decider. So we saw RaTtLeSnAkE earlier on. Well, but we didn't. We didn't see RaTtLeSnAkE. That was a different semifinals. We saw neolution eSports earlier on losing to First Departure. And that's why they are here. And RaTtLeSnAkE has lost to Zenith, and that's why they are here. And RaTtLeSnAkE is, of course, the newly sponsored team of names that you probably know, because we have got Lenamin, Kabu, Luo, Icy Fan. They're all there. I have to say, I love that they're all using their actual names. Wow, sorry for that. Using their actual names for the names. That's not something that, you know, is not always that obvious for people that they do that, apparently. Anyways, best out of 3, game number 1. There's a lot of people casting this, by the way. If you want to find out more about GosuCup Asia, it's free to join for everybody. You can go to GosuGamers.net/Dota2. You can find multiple things there. You can find all the streams for this game. You can find the link to the brackets if you want to, and extra information about teams, etc. So go do that. And let's see what these two teams are gonna use to try and get that prize money, because that's what they're fighting for. We have got a $1,000 prize pool in total for GosuCup. First prize gets 500, second prize 300, third prize 200, and fourth prize doesn't get anything. So it's either get $200 or get nothing at all for 2 days of playing. So these teams want that money. RaTtLeSnAkE on the dire side, neolution on the radiant side, and these teams are banning super fast, a lot faster than we saw earlier today. We've got the Magnus being banned out, and the Bat Rider, Nyx Assassin, and Keeper of the Light there as well. No real surprise that they were banning out those heroes. Darkseer, therefore, though, still getting picked up first, with the Lone Druid and the LeShrak for RaTtLeSnAkE right after. Quite interesting to see them picking up the LeShrak fairly early. But they pick up the Sven with that, and that makes it a lot more logical, because that's going to be deadly combination number 1. Now, I have to say, we've seen a lot of support Svens lately. So, it's not saying everything just yet. Could see different combinations coming off there. But, interesting anyways. We Shadow Demon and Queen of Pain picked up by neolution. Now, one thing I have to note here is that Shadow Demon, apart from, you know, being great hero, anti-gank, or ganking initiator, everything, he has everything. Now, normally, he is nice to be combined up with a LeShrak, who happens to be on the other team. And the reason for that is, that they're a nice combination, is you can disrupt the target, and LeShrak can time his split earth and can hit after that. So if Shadow Demon is gonna use his disruption as a anti-gank, so as a savior for a teammate, and LeShrak has got a split earth still, then he would be able to land a split earth instantly after the Shadow Demon's disruption is off. So they have to be careful about that. Either the split earth has to be on cooldown, rather, or they have to control that in some other way. But that's something that we have to watch out for. Queen of Pain, solid mid hero, probably. Well, they're already kind of giving away what they want to be doing. So we have got Darkseer off lane, Queen of Pain mid, and Shadow Demon gonna be assisting. So we still have a possibility for neolution to get a jungle hero for themselves. So we might see RaTtLeSnAkE banning out those. But at the same time, hard carries are also something that neolution is looking for. So we see RaTtLeSnAkE actually banning out an anti-mage. And we're gonna see Rubik being banned out there by neolution, indicating that they are expecting Sven to be a carry there. And Lone Druid probably gonna be an off lane. LeShrak, Sven, we can kinda expect them to be on the top safe lane, though they could be going to an aggressive tri lane. Personally, I'm hoping for that. With the Rubik, that would definitely be a possibility. Beastmaster gets banned out there, so that's an offlaner being banned out, or a mid laner. You can think of it as both ways. Quite interesting. Kind of saying they are banning out heroes. I was gonna say they're banning out heroes that are good against thingies with a BKB/rage. So it's gonna be a Lifestealer that gets banned out. That's an instant reaction to banning out the Beastmaster, because it otherwise would have been an awkward ban. So I like RaTtLeSnAkE banning out the Lifestealer. If that was the case, by the way, if they actually wanted to go for Lifestealer, that's a pretty risky ban to do, because your opponent can if I can figure it out, what they want to be doing, well then you can imagine the players to be able to figure that out as well, because you know I am not a player, and they do this for a living, so at least I think they do. Tidehunter being picked up there by neolution, banned out by neolution. Another soul laner, and Teamfight being banned out. So maybe we're still gonna see an Enigma on the side of neolution because they want to have maybe the Darkseer Vacuum Black Hole combination. Could be. Faceless Void is gonna be the last carry that's gonna be banned out by RaTtLeSnAkE. Of course, that's also a carry that works well against Sven. Same goes for the Lifestealer, of course. Might have been a ban out regardless if Beastmaster got banned out or not. Lifestealer and Faceless Void, good against that Sven because BKB doesn't mean nothing to them. They can just eat the target up anyway, and you can stun through Raze, and of course you can get locked inside a Chronosphere. Maybe even when you have your Mask of Madness on, and then you're gonna die. Jakiro being picked up by neolution. Now we have seen this combination a lot, of course, after the buff that Jakiro got. After the nerf, it was kind of tuned down a bit, but Jakiro Shadow Demon is still very strong. Disruption to start things off. Jakiro Ice Path over the top, and that's gonna be set up for a good kill, depending on what carry they're going to be having together with that. I'm kind of still hoping for that aggressive tri lane. Could be a Luna still. We have seen a lot of Lunas today, and we've seen them also against Svens.
5 seconds remaining.
RaTtLeSnAkE probably does not want to go for an aggressive tri lane. They need that Sven farmed up.
Reserve time.
The faster that Sven farms, the better. And safe lane is easiest for that. And there is the Naga Siren being picked up, so that's gonna be either a support Naga Siren or a support Sven, I think. This is gonna be an aggressive Trylon. I'm kind of hoping. I'm hoping support Sven and then Naga Siren to be carrying there, or to be the carry. There's still the Luna, so that's pretty standard from the illusion there. But Naga Siren carry, Sven gonna be support. And what the thing is about a Sven support is that it's amazing if you are having a longer game. Then, you know, normally everybody says, you know, the longer the game goes on, the more impact the supports will have. Now with a Sven, that's double the problems there from the illusion, because if this game goes long, they don't only have to deal with a lone druid that's farmed, or with the Naga Siren that might be farmed, but they also have to deal with a support, between bracket thingies, but support Sven that could be getting a BKB Mask of Madness and still wins the game regardless of what the rest is doing. So I really love the Sven as the support. With a solid stun, you can of course dodge it, but it's still a good one. And we're gonna see what hero they're gonna pick up last. I think they need a mid laner still. I'm gonna be up against the Queen of Pain. Templar Assassin is still in the pool, but Queen of Pain already being a bit of a counter towards her. Maybe no, that's not a real good hero against that. We're gonna see though. I'm not gonna try to guess anything because basically I'm a bit of a fan of Queen of Pain mid, mostly for her ability to just deal with basically anything. So having a counter against her, safe. Windrunner is the safe pick always. Safe pick on the easy lane, safe pick on the safe lane, safe pick everywhere. Safe pick on the long lane, I mean. But yeah, Queen of Pain versus Windrunner should be fairly even. Might even be a bit in favor of Windrunner. Of course, her range is quite long, and she will be able to stay alive regardless. Both of those, in theory, should not die without help of course, teammates. I mean, Shadow Demon and Jakiro might be roaming around, and then Windrunner will have an issue. But I don't think that Shadow Demon and Jakiro kind of want to roam around, because if that's gonna be an aggressive trial and on RaTtLeSnAkE, I don't think that Luna wants to be alone on the lane. I'm still hoping for an aggressive Trilon. Now I kind of was thinking aggressive Trilon would also be the case for neolution.
Prepare for battle.
This is a best of 3. There we go. And this is game number 1, of course. So so let's see who we got playing what now. As we have got Fox playing the Jakiro, it will be Harshiko playing the Shadow Demon. It will be Boogie, of course, on the Luna. We have got Queen of Pain played by Blah. And it will then be Lei playing the Darkseer. And let's jump ourselves over to RaTtLeSnAkE. I mean, you have been with me for the day. So this is the first time that we've seen RaTtLeSnAkE today. They were in the other semifinals, that one that we did not cast because they were at the same time. But this is a team that you should be knowing because they were in the news lately because they just got picked up by RaTtLeSnAkE. It's a new team with LaNam playing the Sven. It will be Kabu on the Leshrac, Luo playing the Naga Siren, and this is a aggressive trial in Ice Path. We'll lock in one. Will there be an ensnare still? They could try to go for this. There's an ensnare, and this could be it. Here's a disruption from the low ground. Svenstun not going to be able to follow up, but it is the one that you can still hit regardless. They're going to be blocking from Luo, trying to make sure that Fox cannot get away. Another Ice Path, but the stun still hits. Ice Path hits on two, but it doesn't matter. First blood will go to the Sven, to LaNam, and that will be the start of this game. That's the tone being set for this trial lane. And we instantly see people roaming around or switching lanes. I feel like, where is the Luna? Oh, Luna. Boogie, careful there. Oh dear God. Oh, here he comes. Is there gonna be an entangle? I don't think so. Or yes, there is. But is there gonna be follow-up fast enough? That's the question. I don't think so. No. Not fast enough. But yeah, that's a pause. That's a pause. So let's take a look at the rest of RaTtLeSnAkE. We have Fan playing in the mid lane on the Windrunner, so we'll be up against Queen of Pain. On the top lane we have of course got the Lone Druid, played by Icy. And that is gonna be the safe lane for him. He'll be okay though, like he is up against a Darkseer. Now the thing about a solo lane Darkseer is normally you expect him to be, you know, not getting maybe that many last hits, maybe with his Iron Shell a couple, and getting some levels but not as fast. But with being on a solo lane versus solo lane, he should be getting his levels fast, and he should be doing okay with that, as we are gonna just make sure that we are not gonna miss anything on this bottom lane, because that's where most of the action will happen. Because it oh, RaTtLeSnAkE, disruption to start things up. Is there gonna be any follow-up? No, no Ice Path. LaNam thinking about landing his stun, but changes his mind. He's full back to mana again. He's got sentry wards as well, just in case they were planning on pooling and stacking, but that's not gonna be the case. No wards actually on the Radiant side on the bottom lane at all, apart from at the rune spot. And they are gonna try to be look at that aggression. They're really looking for that small mistake that neolution might make to give an opening for them. The small mistake is all they need. Kabu thinking about a stun, thinking again about a stun. But it's frustrating to see them just you know canceling their animations constantly. And they're at least making sure that nobody gets farm, and that's gonna be the Shadow Demon, and that's an Ice Path to try and stop that one. There's still a disruption to try and save his life if he wants to, but he's not gonna be needing that one. And of course, it is the lane for Ninja Boogie that has two heroes that can stop things. Not only the disruption can stop initiation from going on, but also the Ice Path. Jakiro is gonna be caught out here though, or at least by a stun. It's gonna be harassed, but other than that, nothing major going on just yet. At the same time, Ninja Boogie is not really getting any farm, while of course it is Luo that is, well, I was gonna say getting a bit more farm, but actually they're even. But yeah, I say it every game, an aggressive trial lane works out if you are aggressive and if you are able to get that advantage, or at least make sure your opponent cannot farm. Counter wards being done. They will be able to do that, but they can counter ward again if they want to. Because they have got those sentry wards up on the Sven. In the meantime, on the top lane, ooh, dive. Hello, what you doing? Icy, popping a salve. We'll be fine for now. Darkseer though, danger. There's gonna be another entangle, not an entangle yet actually. Because if there's gonna be more harassment, Lei has to be getting away. He's taking a lot of damage here. He has still got a surge. He wants to try to kill the bear, but won't be able to do so. Iron Shield creep trying to chase Icy down in the meantime. That's also something risky. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, looks like no, they're just dancing. Played a bit of a mind game. LaNam having a soul catcher on him, have to run. He runs very fast with that war cry up. He either has to go the long way around or has to go in from the side. I'm not sure if he wants to go in from the side. Sentry ward doesn't scout out anything. And they place their own ward. They're pushing out slightly. They can do that. They have got that lucent or lunar blessing, I should say. And Sven decides to rotate middle instead. See if they can get a kill on this Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain who's 12 for 6. With Windrunner 7 for 4, so Queen of Pain getting the better of this lane so far. I'm just waiting around. Seeing if he can find an opening. Doesn't do so though and backs off. Exclamation marks coming off on Jakiro instead. He has to be so careful to know exactly where he is. Warcry going off, Queen of Pain not finding him, and he runs himself away. Realizing the situation he's in. In the meantime, Icy getting another salve. His bear is dead, so that got killed off by the iron shells. He still has a salve just brought back to him by the courier. He has got boots as well. Pops the salve, and without the bear, he knows, Lai knows that he's gonna be safe for now. And let's see how that ganking team is gonna work out. This is a combination that you see often in pubs, roaming around getting kills. But if it works on a trial lane, so far, got one kill. Might be able to get another, but they have to make sure they get the right one. Get the right situation, make sure that Shadow Demon maybe is too far away to do anything about it, or Jakiro, whichever you don't want to be having. Be that Ice Path, be that Disruption, because one of them is going to stop the initiation from going on. So one of them has to be on cooldown. And for now, until then, this is going to be a dance between these two tri-lanes. 11 for 3 up on Luo, with Ninja Boogie being on 20 for 3, so Ninja Boogie, he's actually doing just fine. I mean, he might not be the highest last hitter, actually, never mind, he has the highest creep score on the map. And that is something that as an aggressive trial lane, you shouldn't be able to afford. At the same time, they do have a free farming, semi-free farming Lone Druid. As he's able to harass Icy, sort of lay away. Riptide hits on 2. But they're gonna go on something. This could be an opening. They need that stun. Lightning going through. Just getting some more harassment up on there. Ninja Boogie is of course the one they want in total, but again, Ice Path, Disruption, anti-ganks. There you go. And they can initiate very easy on top of those anti-ganks, as in they can go in on those. Dual Breath going through, Naga Siren being slowed down. Soul Catcher up on there as well. Losing Beam doing a lot of burst damage. Landing coming in to help just in case he wants to land a stun. There goes a Warcry. More speed, Ninja Boogie just standing there, losing Beam, has it up again, has to maybe try to get Luo. Soul Catcher runs out though. But that's just, I mean, that's just a bit of a potential of the burst damage that they have. And there wasn't even the Disruption, because he doesn't want to use the Disruption just yet. As stun. There goes the Disruption on LeSnAkE, so no follow-up stun. Ice Path, gonna be hitting only on Luo though. Can they find a kill? LeSnAkE on the way out, might be going down, will be going down. Shadow Demon picking up the kill. And that is a counter initiation coming off from neolution. Like I said, that could be a possibility, and it definitely is a possibility. And it happened. And that's something that they cannot let happen. They are an aggressive tri-lane. Aggressive tri-lane. It might even be better to just leave these alone and just go elsewhere, try to get kills. Disruption, start things off. Soul Catcher, Ice Path. Sven, Trouble, dead. Shadow Demon, another kill for him. Now Luo, Trouble, has to get himself away. Here comes LeSnAkE again though. Just able to stand there and look dangerous or something. I don't know what LeSnAkE looks like. I don't think he looks dangerous. He looks kind of cranky actually. Nope, I don't like this. Don't like this one bit. I don't know. So that's what he looks like. Looks like Lai is trying to give Icy a tough time. No bear again for another 3 seconds. Could be calling it again though. Will be doing it. Let's see if he can get some entangles, because that's what he needs. And he gets a first entangle, first hit, and this will be a kill. Lai should be able to get a kill on his head, a stun on his head rather. Surge is already used, and that's gonna be a kill going towards Icy. Creep actually getting the last hit. And that is gonna be a good kill that was needed, because Icy is on the safe lane for a reason. He needs farm. And with the Tranquil Boots he's able to stay a bit longer there. But if the bear keeps getting killed off, that's pretty major. In the meantime, looks like we see Luo gonna be ganked. Disruption to start things off. And there he goes. Ice Path over the top, Soul Catcher, and that is gonna be a loosened Beam to finish things off probably, to try and get the last hit. And boom, dead. I'm kind of feeling sorry for Ninja Boogie here, because he tries to save that loosened Beam to get the last hit, but he misses every time. It's Jakiro this time to pick up the last hit. In the meantime, Queen of Pain having a fun time in the mid lane too. I mean, she's got 35 for 13. Is doing just fine. We have, of course, the Windrunner here as well, but she's got 26 for 6, so she is slightly behind on farm. And we haven't really seen both of them leaving the lane. Windrunner actually in a lot of trouble here, but here comes Lanham, and he wants to go for a stun. Gets it as well. Is there going to be enough damage to go through? She will be able to blink after a blink away though. 2 seconds. Got the shack, all latches, and that's a kill. Sven picking it up. Should have not been greedy. Should have not been greedy. And they don't have any wards here either, so they do. They just placed. Just a second ago. Thank you for ruining my point, Shadow Demon. But yeah, they just placed the words. I was gonna say, because I didn't see, of course, Lanham coming in. In the meantime, Lone Druid gets another kill. Not a kill on Darkseer. Hadn't have to do it by himself. Didn't have to do it by himself. Another entangle, of course, going on probably by the Spirit Bear to set up that Split Earth from Kaboo. In the meantime, it looks like Luo is being left to his devices, being left alone, just to make sure that he can get that experience. And of course, since they can't get any kills anyway, roaming around is the better option right now. Getting kills elsewhere. TP incoming still though from the Windrunner. There looks like they might be trying to switch lanes. Windrunner, of course, a normal offlaner. Able to stay alive, has that escape mechanism though. Having said that, now level 6, Luo also has an escape mechanism because he has got that song of the siren. Oops. Anyways. Looks like neolution slightly in favor of gold as well, though of course the last couple of kills, I mean it was in favor, like their top lane, bottom lane was won by, oh, I think you're dead. Boom, no. Boom.
Fate finds me.
Fate finds me, but I think it was just the last hit from Lord Druid fighting him. Anyways, after Sven and LeSnAkE left the bottom lane, oh wait a second, Luo Trouble has not used her song yet though, can use it the moment she gets out, but does she get the chance? No, she does not. Jakiro again with the second kill of the game. Ninja Buki still 0 kills, but 4 assists, you know, nice. All 4 kills of Evan on the bottom lane, by the way. LeSnAkE picking up the Queen of Pain. Nice pick off. And they're gonna try to push this tier 1 tower. There's no edict there, but they don't really need it. They got a bear. And the bear is level 4, so that's fine. In the meantime, what I was saying, of course, was that the moment that Sven and LeSnAkE left their bottom lane, the graph actually went in favor of RaTtLeSnAkE again, or at least slightly towards their favor. God Strength being used. As the fortification comes out, new bear being summoned. Can't afford that right now. In the meantime, it's on the bottom lane. Tower being pressured as well, but Naga Siren trying to do what she can to force that back. And she succeeds with their mirror images. Tower still dies, and no deny actually. The siege creep getting the better of that one. So a tower for a tower. Both towers going down. Lone Druid though getting the last hit for that tower. As he's got an Orb of Venom, and she's gonna go for a Hand of Midas on the bear. Already got the face boots. Vacuum in, stun still there though. Sonic Wave as well as a Scream, and Queen of Pain gets the kill. Blah wants to go for Icy as well. Can she get it? Bear taking a lot of damage. There's no resummon. So he has to be careful, and he will be trying to get away. Darkseer still going down because LeSnAkE coming in. Maybe LeSnAkE can get a kill up on the life. Queen of Pain as well though. Doesn't look like she can. Queen of Pain bottle charge is being used, but at least LeSnAkE saved his teammate. Icy being able to stay alive. His bear just running as fast as he can to the base because he knows that he is not going to be able to get another bear for another 80 seconds. But that was still Darkseer going down, so still good trade. Darkseer for a Sven supports Sven, and that's worth it. Smoke up for neolution. As we have got the experience graph now in favor of RaTtLeSnAkE. Let's take a look at the net worth though, because that's going to be more important right now than last hits and an eyes. And I hope you agree. It's the Lone Druid that is highest up on top of there. That's of course also because he just picked up the last hit for the tower. That makes a pretty big difference right there. As we have Sven again coming in with the sentry ward. Clearing out the ward that stands here. There was the second one that was there already, so at least they cleared out one there. With a fake Windrunner. They realize it's fake though, their dust doesn't get popped off. So that's great for them. Makes sure that RaTtLeSnAkE thinks that they're safe. They know that they're here. Here they come. Hello, hero. Bam! Bam! Kill. Done. Bam! Picking up the kill. And in the meantime, a song to keep Luna in place. Disruption and Soul Catcher up on there. LeSnAkE should be able to get away. Oh, never mind. That burst damage from that Lucent Beam is just too much. Nice shackle though up on the Shadow Demon and its solutions. They still try to catch another one, but Queen of Pain coming in, making sure that everybody goes away. Or do they want to go in again? Shackle is up on Windrunner. She gets a good shackle, maybe. Darkseer in the meantime taking down the tier 1 tower top. 4 heroes here from neolution to defend it, so yeah, and now Darkseer going back to the mid lane to defend their own tier 2 middle, because the tier 1 middle already went down, of course, as we saw. That Soul Catcher on the Lucent Beam is just so devastating. Deadly. I mean, it's a decent nuke to begin with. Cooldown very short, and if you then also have a Soul Catcher with that, that's just... There's just so much damage going through. Insane. As we just saw. No life for the Leshrac. But the Leshrac for Jakiro. That's an okay trade, but having said that, I do realize that there's towers going down at the same time. That's not really a good trade anymore. And the smoke up. RaTtLeSnAkE wants to go for the Darkseer. Let's see if they can get him. Got an ensnare, of course, to start things off with, and here they come. And there's the ensnare. And that's a big kill. Boom. Very, very tricky kill, of course. I mean, there was so many chances it could go wrong. Exciting stuff. It's just a well executed gank. The one that they needed to do. Make sure that Darkseer is not going to be able to, or not going to be feeling safe to do that again. To be on the wrong side of the river, so to speak. In the meantime, Lone Druid's still happily farming. Let's see, he's going to go for a Maelstrom. So we see the same thing as we saw in the previous game. A Maelstrom there, and no Hand of Midas, so my bad. I do like Maelstroms. And Mjolnirs. So it's good. Lightning Bear. And of course it also says that he wants to be a bit more aggressive earlier on, or at least he can be if he should be, if he needs to be. At the same time, I don't think that Neolution thinks it's a bad thing that the game lasts long, because that will mean that Luna gets more chance to farm, because Luna hasn't got that much chance to farm apparently, even though she's not doing bad at all. She's second highest on net worth. But she wants to get her BKB. She actually hasn't died yet the entire game. Not the only one that hasn't died yet though, as we also see that Windrunner and Shadow Demon haven't died yet, and on the other side is the Lone Druid, the only one that hasn't died yet. And that kind of means that, yeah, we have 5 deaths up on the Darkseer. That's kind of sad. Hey, hello Icy. What you doing in the bottom lane? Let's go for tower. Tower gold, good. We've got 4 heroes here. The only one not being here is the Naga Siren, who takes on some farm on the middle lane, and the TPs come in. They want to fight this. They've got the Darkseer here, as well as the Eclipse being ready upon Ninja Boogie. But it looks like forcing out the TPs is going to be all that it took to have RaTtLeSnAkE back off. And once again, for the people that just joined, we are watching game number 1 of the 3rd place decider for the GosuCup Asia. And don't worry, the finals will not start without me. So, you know, we can all wait for the finals regardless. Stun landing on Luna. Oh, hello, Disruption. Vacuum back in. Fan, Trouble, Demonic Pierce there as well. Soul Catcher as well. Ice Path hits. Lucent Beam. Bam! Jeez, that Lucent Beam! Deadly! And Queen of Pain coming in to take the last hit. Now Leshrac slowly dripping down on health. Will be going down. Lands a stun as he goes. Nice stun though on 2. Sven, I think he took the wrong path. Oh, they don't find him. Land just standing still. They think he's running away from them.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ah, there they go. Now he realizes he's here. And here comes Queen of Pain as well with the double damage rune. Ice Path, Soul Catcher, and Sven is gone for now. Disruption up on the bears. They're gonna be another Soul Catcher. No mana left, but that doesn't matter. There's an Eclipse and a Sonic Wave just for him. And they get him as well. And they get the tier 2 with that as well, of course. Neolution looking to be solid in this game, as we have Luna picking up the tower gold, and now almost has enough for a BKB. Well, I say almost, it's not really true. She just needs well, she needs quite a bit for the recipe still, but she's getting there. She's been active in 9 out of 10 kills. It's quite decent. Quite decent indeed. And that's one lane of towers down. So this is gonna probably be next. Tier 1 tower left standing in the mid lane. Now of course we all know dire advantage for Roshan. And as soon as you got these 2 towers out of the way, that dire advantage for Roshan is absolutely gone. Because they won't be able to get there faster than you will. If you're Radiant, that is. Because of the TP points, of course. But they do want to take down the tier 1 tower bottom though. Still, they tried that every single time. Last couple of times there were so many defenses for that they couldn't take it. As we do have the tower being fortified, indicating they might think about defending it. Here comes Darkseer just in case, but I don't think they're gonna go for it. And actually, they're just scared. They want to back off. They don't want to risk that. It's too much. It's too much, and they smoke up. Let's see if they're gonna go somewhere. If they're gonna find some kills. There's 2 bottom though, and the rest of Neolution was in the base, so they can't really find anybody just yet. With Queen of Pain the first one to be leaving the base, having herself a Oblivion Staff, so it's gonna go for that Orchid. Wants to silence up anything that she can to just pick off those heroes fast. No stuns. No songs, no nothing. And here comes Fox, gonna be able to land a good ice path from the side. If he can do that, that will be devastating for RaTtLeSnAkE. Ice path only on Fan though. Stun latches on Ninja Boogie. He pops his BKB though, and there goes Fan. Song being used, but the BKB was still there. Ninja Boogie able to pick up the Windrunner. It's actually Queen of Pain picking up the last hit, and Luo just marking the exit. As it looks like Ninja Boogie not done just yet. Vacuum into a scream of Queen of Pain. Nice one there, as LeSnAkE is the one to die. Another ice path, hits on 2 and a bear rather, as Lanham goes down, still landing a stun, but it doesn't matter. Queen of Pain just chasing the rest. We have got Naga Siren, able to get herself away for now, has a Soul Catcher on her, takes a lot of damage, but will be fine, just like the Lone Druid. But those two heroes, Lone Druid and Naga Siren, those are the ones that you don't want to be having forced into your base, because they need to farm. They need gold, they need to be able to farm and take the game later on, but so far they're not going to be given any chance by neolution. They're looking for blood, and they can. Look at that net worth difference. Lone Druid, highest up on the net worth for his team, but there's 2 people higher than him. Ninja Boogie being the highest one. He has his BKB. He's got 1200 gold. Again, he hasn't died just yet. Wow, he hasn't died just yet, and he is doing. He's doing great. He's doing great, and he's just continuing to farm. And now exclamation mark comes off from Roshan. Let's see if RaTtLeSnAkE is going to be allowed to take that one, or if a Radiant comes in to try and snipe it away in front of their noses. Exclamation marks comes out though, so they realize that this is going on, or at least they expect something. They have got a ward here up on the high ground. Could have seen people going towards it. Are they going to be in time is the question. Roshan drops fairly fast with that Edict of course there as well. And it will be Jakiro that will be the first one to go there. Oh, here comes Ninja Boogie as well though. Has got the Eclipse. Has to be careful. There goes the BKB and the Eclipse. Is it Cabo that will go down first? He takes a lot of damage. Uses Stick Charge. Just tries to run himself away. Is now Roshan. Will still be dying. And it's Luna that picks up the Aegis. And Luna that takes care of the Roshan. Also picks up Icy. Picks up Kaboo. Double kill going the way of Ninja Boogie. Now it's Dust Up. Smoke Up for neolution. Trying to fight the Strays that are trying to make their way back to base, but they are going to be safe. Very low life, but safe nonetheless. Ninja Boogie, wow. Calypso doing the work for him, and of course his right clicks are not to be messed with as well. Now has 3k gold, has not died yet, and his level is, was not even highest in the game. He's doing quite nice together with the rest of his team. He's level 14. Highest level up on the dire side is level 13, with the next level is level 10, but there's actually 4 heroes that are level 10 and up, with the only one lower as the Shadow Demon support. And the 2 supports for RaTtLeSnAkE, the Sven and the LeSnAkE, are both level 9 and level 8, and that is pretty damn painful. But that's of course something that's a result of an aggressive tri lane failing. If you fail an aggressive tri lane, it's basically saying your supports are not going to be up to standards later on. And your carry that was there is not going to be up to standards. Nice LeSnAkE stun, but Mechanism and Disruption helping out to help him stay alive. There's still a stun though, but the nice path and a Necropire and a Vacuum, and Sven already dead, and the BKB activated on Ninja Boogie. He has of course also got the Aegis, so he shouldn't worry about his life just yet, as the bear is looking for some entangles. Is he going to be able to get them? No, he's going to be in an ice path. It's still a nice shackle though. LeSnAkE stun as well. Sonic Wave from the side coming in, and snare upon Blah. It is Windrunner that still drops to the Luna, who is still in this place as well. And there's the song. They don't want to fight anymore. Let us back off the base. I think LeSnAkE didn't get the memo. He was still there. Didn't really realize that that was going on, and they are going to be getting this tier 3 tower and should be able to get the barracks as well, at least one of them. Unless, well, they should be able to. And drums being used. Sven still has his stun. And the Lone Druid able to scare them off as well. And they actually are not gonna go for any barracks, just for the tier 3. It's 22 minutes in. It's quite a difference from what we saw the previous 2 games. We had very long games, also with neolution in there. Yeah, very long games, and well, 23 minutes, tier 3 tower. Not even that spectacularly fast, but compared to the rest of the games that we saw, pretty fast indeed. As Blaz indeed got his Orchid, he's got 2,500 gold. And it looks like we're gonna see RaTtLeSnAkE trying to find some strays. They find Lei, but he's gonna be able to search himself away. He's picked up a mechanism, by the way, so has got that more teamfight control, as if they didn't win teamfights already. Let's take a look at some more of the items, as we haven't really gotten the time to do that, or at least I haven't. Or maybe I had time, but I didn't really realize it. We've got Fox, he's probably gonna go for a Veil of Discord. I mean, he's been having so much fun with his ice paths and macro pyres hitting and people standing in it and stuff. He is gonna be getting a Veil of Discord to make sure they hurt even more. Of course, Shadow Demon is gonna be a support. He wants to go for a Force Staff though, probably. Just wants to make sure that he can get himself in position for those disruptions, or better yet, to get himself out of position of a team fight. As in, you know, just be safe. Blink Dagger actually picked up by Darkseer, so more initiation going the way of neolution. Luna, last one with items, has got herself a butterfly. I mean, we've seen him farming massively. There's only been one kill that he hasn't been involved in right now. And of course, if you have a team fight, it's very hard not to get an assist if you got bouncing blades all over the place. But still, it's quite impressive to see that. Shackle is gonna not latch stun. Does hit on Luna. She still has a BKB though, and pops it now as well before LeSnAkE stun comes in. So a bit too late LeSnAkE stun for that one. But Eclipse kind of whiffed only on the bear. They will still try to take the barracks though. Fortification goes up, but the creep wave is already gone. And they will just stand there and hit stuff. LeSnAkE stun missing again. Nice dodge, lightning flying through, but doesn't really matter for these barracks. Blinking vacuum, stun from Sven, trying to stop Lei from chasing anything, but they will just care for the barracks as Fan takes a sonic wave, but still will go down. Queen of Pain getting the last hit there, and that's gonna be one set of wrecks down. Now they're gonna try to go for more. Nice ice pet, but only hits on a bear. And bear wants to go for more. Gonna get entangles, or is he not? Stun, bam, hits on 2. Nice one. Disruption on 1, and the kill on the other, and it will be Jakiro that will be able to get out, and will land a 3-person ice path. Sven already dying, Lone Druid dying, Luo dying, LeSnAkE, who just bought back, I believe, will be dying as well, and that is a team wipe in favor of neolution. And the exclamation marks come out on the tier 4s, and we actually have a GG being called. I will remind you though, this is a tier 4, what? This is a best out of 3. So we'll see game number 2 of these two teams to see which one of these two teams is going to be claiming the 3rd place for the GosuCup Asia, as this is the 3rd place decider for GosuCup Asia number 4. My name is Sheever. If you want to support me, you can go to youtube.com/SheeverGaming and subscribe there. Of course, you can also support me on Twitch by either following me or turning off adblock or subscribing, which you can now do as well if you want to. And of course, Twitter, Facebook, you know, all the jazz. If I'm busy anyway, I can might as well call everything. Twitter.com/SheeverGaming, Facebook.com/SheeverGaming. I know, I'm very original. Anyways, stick around because we're gonna have a game number 2. We're gonna have a finals later on as well. Don't worry, you will not miss the finals if you're watching here. If you want to watch other streams though, that's definitely possible. If you go to gosugamers.net/Dota2, there's a whole list of streams that are casting this match and that will be casting the finals perhaps as well. So you can check out there which other streams you can check out. Might be some streamers that you haven't heard of yet. Might be nice to test the waters a bit if you want to. Anyways, of course I'm happy to have you here though. Don't get me wrong, but I like people to try out new casters as well. Anyway, stick around. We're gonna have ourselves a game number 2 between neolution and RaTtLeSnAkE coming up next.